Hello,
That's
everyone. My name is Tatiana. I'm CEO and founder of MintyCode. MintyCode is decentralized IP marketplace for software creators. We believe that open source is broken. Why? Because over 100 million software creators on GitHub are not paid for their work. They contribute to open source, and anyone can copy their work without giving attribution or paying fair reward for their work. As a result, recent research showed that on GitHub alone, there are over 100 million violated software licenses. 99% of new software projects rely on open source components. But open source developers are not happy. They are protesting against corporations that are using their source code for free without paying fair reward for their work, and then require daily maintenance and support. MintyCode helps software creators to protect copyrights, monetize software development, and build community. MintyCode is a decentralized IP marketplace bringing together software creators, software buyers, and software contributors, where software creators can stamp their authorship, request and issue different type of licenses and other services and get access to their code. Software buyers can verify authorship, request the custom licenses and custom support, and receive priority support. Software contributors can earn rewards by contributing to someone else's code. Let me show you how it works. On MintyCode Marketplace, if you're a software buyer, if you're a software owner, you can connect your GitHub account, choose a repo, select your terms, and start selling your software. If you're a software buyer, you can search for any software, request support, confirm your request, and when it's confirmed, you can make a payment in crypto or traditional currencies. You can search for any open source project by keywords or by owner. And we're fully integrated with GitHub. It means that you will see research results from GitHub. You can select the project of your interest. You can verify that that's exactly a project you are interested in. And then you can request custom support or custom license. For custom support, you need to specify due date, amount you're willing to pay, and describe your issue. When your request is ready, you can create it as an issue on GitHub, and you can verify that it was posted and visible on GitHub as well. For any support request, you are able to track the progress. You will be able to see the progress of the project when it's approved in progress and in review. When the project is submitted, you can process payments. Software development market is $600 billion market, and it's still growing. But we would like to focus on blockchain software. While it's only $10 billion market, it's growing rapidly with 80% compound annual growth rate, and it's primarily open source. Our business model is a combination of transaction fee, subscription fee, and enterprise pricing for big corporations. And we launched our product a month ago, and we noticed exponential growth. We're supported by Techstars Accelerator and Women Build Factory Accelerator, and we're a team of experienced software engineers and lawyers. Before moving into software engineering and doing my PhD in computer science at the University of Oxford, I was a lawyer with 5 years of experience advising startups about intellectual property rights. I'm also a repeat founder, featured in Forbes 30 Under 30 technology list, and as software engineers, we are passionate about solving this problem. If you're interested to learn more, reach out to me, Tatiana@mintycode.io, and check our website, mintycode.io. Thank you.
Thanks very much for that, Tatiana. We will move into the Q&A now.
Brilliant. Thank you. Very interesting. As someone who loves open source work and who has been working with that quite a lot, especially Ethereum protocol, I have a kind of a question in terms of, isn't asking for money for a license kind of a little bit against the idea of open source?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. I think the problem here is that there are different type of developers, right? There are those who are contributing to open source in their free time, and they have other sources of income. They're working for companies, or there are companies that are trying to find other ways of monetization, and that's why they open source their technology. But also there are developers for whom it's full-time job. It's for them what they are enjoying doing every day. So that's why for them, that's how they get access to sustainable source of income through our platform. On our platform, they can find different ways how they can monetize their open source projects. They can sell commercial licenses. They can sell additional versions of their software and get access to commercial versions while some part of their code is still open source, or they can sell support and maintenance services while their entire project is open source and free for use.
Okay, cool. So it's complementary, everything that you want on top surrounding it. I get it. So how do you protect and especially enforce the copyrights? I've seen some startups trying to tackle that, and it's not always easy.
Yeah, so that's a really good question. I think right now the problem why open source developers are not well paid is because right now it's easier to steal someone else's code than to give a fair retribution or pay reward, right? Even if you're willing to pay small fee for using someone else's code, there is no way how you can do it. There are different donation mechanisms, but they don't create a subscription type of income. So that's why we're creating a marketplace where it's easier for you to buy rather than steal. There will be always bad players who will be willing to steal someone else's code without giving attribution or paying reward. But we're creating a platform where it's easier for you to buy subscription for someone else's code. It's similar to Netflix or Spotify, right? Instead of using unauthorized versions and copies of someone else's art or creation, it's easier to subscribe to a platform and use it in legitimate way.
Very cool. So what are you currently looking for? Like, what is the stage? Like, do you need to build, or are you looking for funding, or are you looking for companies to try this out?
Yeah, so we launched our platform a month ago. We would like to increase awareness about the existence of our platform, attract new users, and also inform developers about this monetization channel, the way how they can earn money through their open source projects, and we're also raising.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right. Albert, do you have anything to add?
Maybe from my end, it's just I'm not very clear because you have a subscription base, but you also have like this one-time purchase. So, for example, with music, I can listen to someone's music because it's like a sharing economy, right? But with code, for example, once I saw the code, I could copy them and I make it my own. I resell them again. So how will you tackle this? Because it's also in a way it's like a copyright infringement as well, right?
Yeah, so this is a very good question. That's why we're developing a platform where it's easier to contribute to someone else's code to become a co-author of this. So we're working on decentralized API protocol where you can share ownership of your code with your contributors and maintainers. So that's why if you would like to improve someone else's code, instead of doing it privately, you're more incentivized. You're incentivized to do it in public space where you can share future royalties and licensing fees with all contributors.